but may still be charged. Good luck.
Yes, good luck. 8 down, 4 to go, but which of these superstars does Dancing on Ice judge Karen Barber predict will be skating their way to the final?
Rugby meets skating, and it was beautiful. We all started to doubt you, but there was no doubt there tonight. You look very comfortable with your prop. You are improving every week. This is proving to be an exciting competition. That performance, and it was just beautiful. There was little mistakes, but overall it was a good performance. Absolutely brilliant. I think this was the one I was the most nervous, and this was my favourite so far.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Karen is here now. Welcome.
Oh, hello.
So nice to see you, and also so lovely to see you back on the judging panel.
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't realise how much I missed it, but
Really?
I did, and I'm really excited to be back. It's the best thing in the house, I have to say.
Well, you sort of had the best job, really, because you get to work with the skaters all week,
Yes.
so you know them inside out.
Yes.
And then you get to sit on and judge them on the panel. But does that make your job different? Because you sort of know them so well.
Not really. In fact, no, not at all, because, yeah, throughout the week I am the coach and literally put my heart and soul into it, but Sunday I will change hats.
You do?
And I sit there and it becomes almost impersonal. I take the head off the shoulders and it's about the skating, which I know inside out.
Yes.
And what do you think of the judging panel this year?
You know, a panel is a panel is made of mixed personalities, and I think we've got that. And I think obviously we all bring something different to the panel. I like to think I bring something very different to others. But I think it's a good mix, and the feedback is it's working really well.
Oh, you're being very politically correct here.
Am I?
This is lovely.
You're doing
Okay.
it so well.
So let
not going to let
me
you
try once more. What do you
What
think
am
of
I ready
Jason
to?
Gardner?
Yeah. You know, he's got he's an interesting personality. Let's say that, and he has his funny side, but then he has that side that's very unpredictable and nobody's safe.
Well, you have had some sort of serious run-ins with him.
I was in the middle of the big one.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he pushes my button, and you either accept his insult or you say no. I'm not having that.
Well, if anyone missed it, then we've put a little montage together for you. Here you go.
Jason and I, over the years, have had our disagreements. You really are so offensive.
Karen is shaking her head there.
Oh, Jason, where do we start with you, honestly? Karen, have you swapped places with Jason? How unusual is that?
Sometimes the quantity is just lacking the quality.
Well,
Yeah, no, what I was trying to say...
Because I love the idea.
Your arms at the moment, especially your hands, are like swatting flies. If you're going to do these things, make them count. Yeah, but it wasn't a performance. It might have had content, but it wasn't a performance.
So, with all the content, we have been working on the expression. It's coming. It's time to relax and enjoy the performance.
Now, the difference there, you can see the difference there. You got to the stage, and I think it's this series, you got to the stage, you thought, no, do you know what? Shut up, my turn.
Well, he doesn't shut up, though, does he? And you've tried, I've tried, but we know that time is short, and we all want to try and have our opinion, but then when I try and speak sometimes, he can't help himself, and it literally is just shut up. And then, you know, afterwards, like, it's a live show, I know, and I try and be respectful, but sometimes it's really close.
Is it all right offset?
We don't really do offset because we arrive, we rehearse the show, as you know, in the afternoon, and it goes minute for minute, then we walk away and we do hair and makeup, we come back for the live show, and you really have to think on your feet. There's no time to think about other people. I'm focusing on what's happening in front of me. And it's just that knee-jerk reaction to him sometimes. And afterwards you think, oh, okay. But, you know, then the next day arrives and we go back into the next week. But we don't have time to socialise with each other.
So this weekend, was my favourite thing actually on Dancing on Ice is the flying.
We haven't done it for a couple of years. And I realise why we haven't done it for a couple of years, because it's proving difficult.
Right.
And they're all struggling. We can't say, oh, one person more than the other. It's motion sickness. It's sickness, you know, and Gareth was very sick.
Well, Gareth we had to bring a bucket out onto the ice for Gareth, didn't we?
We absolutely did. And first of all, he's such a big guy. It's a struggle to get him into the harness in the first place, let alone for his partner, who's a slight little thing, to try and manipulate him around the ice. So it's like prop week again. It's like the harness is the prop, and it's...
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, it's been a week of that for all of them, not just for Gareth, but Gareth is struggling.
We've got them all in action here. Here you go.
Ball.
That's the one. And there we go. Keep your feet together, Luke. You look like a spider. And land. Clear below.
Open your legs.
So it becomes that, but it'll be higher. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Twisted. Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
You all right?
Well, when you sat down a moment just before we came back from the break, and I said, "How's it going?" and you had a real look of concern on your face.
Yeah.
This isn't working. It's not working at all.
It's not looking good so far, is it?
No.
And I actually have done the flying. It's something that most people will never experience. So until you do it, you're not really sure how your body will react.
It'll be all right on the night. You said the same thing about Props Week, and you were all very concerned about that.
But in rehearsals during the day of Prop Week, it wasn't good. It came together at the 11th hour, and my fingers are crossed that this is going to be the same situation.
It will.
Overconfident.
I want to just ask you one thing here, because Piers Morgan's life story is out on Friday the 8th of March at 9, and finally, Jane and Chris admitted to dabbling.
Wow.
Now, we know also that you and Chris
Yes.
are known to dabble.
Yes.
Currently.
Okay.
And so, which is lovely.
I think that's out there
lovely. Yeah,
already.
it is, yeah. But was it known throughout the ice skating world that they dabbled?
No. I mean, Piers spoke to me later. He said, "How do you feel about the dabbling?" I said, "Look, Piers, we've all dabbled." And that was the time when, you know, as teenagers, they were 16 and 17, and it was very innocent. So much so that I don't think it needs to be discussed a lot more.
A lot more than they've done on the show.
Dabblegate. We had Dabblegate.
Yeah. Well, you'll see.
Hands up if you haven't dabbled.
Well, but the show hasn't even gone out yet. But those who were wondering because people were asking, what on earth? What is the dabbling? And you'll see. It's Piers Morgan's Life Stories, as I said, Friday, the 8th of March at 9 o'clock, and Jane and Chris are in here next Wednesday. I'm going to ask you one final question.
Okay.
Who's your winner?
I predicted Matt, Gareth, and Beth would be my top 3. I'm going to put it out there, and I'll say Matt.
Okay.
But who knows?
Well done. You guessed the last 4, didn't you?
I did, because I said Luke was my dark horse.
Yeah.
That was week 1 of training in November.
You are good. You're always good. You always get it right. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank
See
you
you
very
on
much.
Sunday.
Welcome,
Thank you. Right, still to come, the brilliant Alan